Clerics are amazing, so I can't imagine too much here, but let's see. We got faith points as the new mechanic here. All this is more than likely the same. Divine Domain. Choose a Divine Domain. You gain features from it at 1st, 2nd, 6th, and 8th. Let's see. Each domain has a set of 3 guiding principles. Divine Favor. It's commandments. Honor these commandments and you will gain the favor of your deity. Divine Favor. If you make a notable effort... Yeah, clerics are absolutely phenomenal. They've always been phenomenal. Since 1st edition, since forever. They've always been phenomenal. They have to make them phenomenal because they need people to play clerics. So, a lot of people just resent having to play clerics for some reason. It's honestly, they're the best. They're just so good. Alright. Let's see. If you make a notable effort to honor a commandment, you may be blessed with divine favor. You can hold a maximum number of divine favors at one time equal to your wisdom modifier. On your turn as a free action, you may spend 1 point of divine favor to do the following. Gain stamina, gain power. Oh my god. You just can regain your spell slots. That's cool. Twist Fate, re-roll. You get mulligans. Cause pain, re-roll all damage. And choose the better result. Oh my god, they really want you to play clerics. And forgiveness, forgive one transgression you have made. Oh, 2 sides of every coin. Okay. If your deity decides that you have actively broken or rejected a commandment, some of your divine power may be stripped away for a time. Roll a d6. Check the transgression table below to find out which class features you lose access to. Reroll any result that doesn't fully apply to you. Cool. Penance. If you have transgressed, you will have to perform a penance to regain your deity's favor. The scale of this penance may vary depending on the severity. This is going all the way back to 2nd edition for this shit. Donate. You may make a charitable donation of goods, coins, etc., etc. Confess to a higher ranking agent of your faith. Pray for a long time. Serve and sacrifice. If your penance is accepted, you regain 1 lost feature. Domain spells. Each domain has a list of spells. It's domain spells that you gain at the cleric level noted. Once you gain a domain spell, you always have it prepared, and it doesn't count against the number of spells you can prepare each day. Cantrips. You can replace cantrips. Let's see. When you gain a level. Spell slots. Pretty much the same. Preparing spells. Choose a number of cleric spells equal to your wisdom modifier plus your cleric level. The spells must be of a level for which you have spell slots. Casting a spell doesn't remove it from your list of prepared spells. You can change your prepared spells when you finish a long rest. Oh, damn. Better make a good choice, because you stuck with it for the whole goddamn adventure. Preparing a new list of cleric spells requires time, at least 1 minute per spell level for each spell on your list. Spellcasting ability. Wisdom is your spellcasting ability. Ritual casting, spellcasting focus. Notice it doesn't say anything about a shield anymore. That's interesting. Let me double check. The OG cleric. Let's see. Casting focus. You can use a holy symbol as a spellcasting focus. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about a shield. Alright, and then faith points. You have a number of faith points as shown in the faith points column. You can use them to do stuff. Alright, you recover all your faith points when you finish a long rest. Channel Divinity, you gain 2 divine powers from your divine domain. Some domains may grant you additional effects as you advance in levels. Saving throws, some Channel Divinity effects require saving throws. These are the same as your spells. Benedictions, you were able to empower your Channel Divinity powers with benedictions. Choose one of benediction from your divine domain. Whenever you finish a long rest, you may change your selected benediction. Holy shit. Okay. And divine intervention. With the game capping out at 10, and you getting this at 10, I'm curious if they change this in any way. You spend an action to call upon your deity. Describe the assistance you seek. Roll a d20 and check the result of the Divine Intervention table. It's not just a percentage roll. The DM chooses the nature of the intervention, the effect of any cleric spell or cleric domain spell that might be appropriate. You can use this feature once, and you regain expended uses when you finish a long rest. You can spend any number of faith points and divine favor to increase your chance of success to a maximum equal to your wisdom modifier. I really like that because it's mechanically rewarding good role playing and powering up your best ability in a way that makes sense. Add +1 your result for each point that you spend. You must decide how many points you wish to spend before making the roll. Alright, DD is offended. You can't use this feature again until you finish 2d4 long rest. Your DD intervenes, though not necessarily in the way that you had hoped. It's still technically only a 10% chance. So you definitely got to burn a bunch of points. There was no response from your deity. You sense your deity is displeased. You can't use this feature again until you finish 24 long rest. Divine effects. If the DM's too lazy, they can just roll on this table, I guess. Cool. Alright. Cleric spells. Divine domains. Because of SRD, now that we figured it out, they can only tell us about the life domain. We'll have to explore those domains ourselves. Wink. So let's see. Life domain. By channeling positive energy from your deity, you can nourish people, blah, blah, blah. Other domains, blah, blah, blah. Alright, creating a domain, we'll worry about that later. Life domain. Protect the living. Help life to flourish in the world. When faced with a difficult choice, choose the side that promotes the most well-being. Wow, actual guidelines on how to play your cleric? What? You mean you're not just, like, saying you're a cleric and then just having cool cleric abilities without any role-playing or story or lore mechanics? Anyways, ease suffering, look over the sick and the wounded, and be kind to the dying, even those you might consider an enemy. Suffer not the undead. Death is a natural part of life. Drive away those who seek to pervert the natural cycle. It actually sounds like a real fucking cleric. Alright. You gain the following spells. Cool beans. Disciple of Life. Whenever you cast a first level spell, additional hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level. Yeah, that's all the same still. You gain proficiency with herbalism or heavy armor. That's cool. So if you wanted to go like white mage instead of like clanking around in armor, you could do that. It's kind of cool. Let's see. Channel Divinity. You gain 2 divine powers, preserve life, and turn undead. As an action, you can spend a point of faith, blah, blah, blah. Choose any number of creatures within 30 feet of you. Divide those hit points among them. It all seems to be the same. Turn undead. As an action, you spend, let's see, 1 point of faith to represent your present your holy symbol. Turn those undead. Turn creature must spend its turn getting away from you, dodging. Okay, all that's the same. Benedictions. When you finish a long rest, you may choose one of the following benedictions. Destroy undead. When an undead creature fails a saving throw against your turn undead, the creature is instantly destroyed if its challenge rating is at or below CR half. Greater Destroy Undead starting at 10th level. Undead creatures are instantly destroyed if the challenge rating is below CR1. That's definitely a change. Okay. Pretty sure that's a change. Let's see. Destroy Undead table. Yeah. And normally you would get that at 8th level. And they moved it up to 10th level. But they gave you the Destroy Undead later too. Because normally it's at 5th level. And they moved it up to 6th level. Okay. Let's see. Fountain of Life. The maximum hit points restored by your preserved life increases from 5 to 6 times your cleric level. That's cool. Greater Fountain of Life starting at 10th level. The maximum hit points restored increases to 7 times your cleric level. Well, that's awesome. And Divine Strike. When a creature takes damage from one of your spells, it does an extra 1d8 radiant damage. Alright, way cooler than the Bard changes. Cleric changes are awesome. Alright. Let's see. No special changes to multiclassing. You could play without commandments, blah, blah, blah. Restricted retraining, blah, blah, blah. All right.